this symbol is. I'm getting paid talking rap on the internet. Yeah, my name green, but I ain't crab, I be generous. LA to Virginia.
Tonight's the night for football, everybody. The bright lights are on, the stage is set, and the crowd is ready. It's Monday Night Prime Time on EA Sports. Straight ahead with a nationwide audience tuning in. It's a Monday Night Prime Time showdown between the Denver Broncos and the Kansas City Chiefs. His punter Ethan Evans gonna send this one away. Monday Night Prime Time is underway. Fielded just shy of the end zone. And he takes the return out of bounds. So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10. Penix to the air to start us off. Has him on the quick hitter. And he'll get it off to the 27. Working quickly here.
Brings up 2nd and 8. That's a 27.
On the shotgun, Penix. That's complete to the back, Ashton Genty. And he'll whip this one up to the 28. And stop coming from Henry to Otto.
That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to 3rd down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep him short of the sticks.
And he put everything he's got behind it. And this opening drive is headed for 4th down. That's incomplete. Defender there to knock it away. So they couldn't throw for it on 3rd down, and as a result, they were headed off the field earlier than expected on their opening series.
Keeping them off the scoreboard, and that's already a win defensively. Not letting them even cross midfield, that's the cherry on top.
And it bounces out of bounds. Looks like they'll have half the field to go as they mark it directly on the midfield stripe. All right, the Chiefs in good field position here as they start out 1st and 10. Right to the air with May. His first throw is an interception. And the Broncos take over on his 5th interception of the season. What a call for their first pass of the game. It would have been a big hitter if they completed it, Brock, but just not the right touch on that football, and it ends with an interception.
You could just tell these couple guys, they've been waiting for their first chance to go get some work done in this one. They did it homework number 1. And number 2, Kane, as Russell Wilson loves to say, separation was in the preparation.
So 20 yards on that play. And it's going to be 1st down Denver. Straight ahead with Genty. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that 1st down play. Offense up to the line fast.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
And going play fake with Penix. And he goes out of bounds. That's going to set up 1st and goal.
One thing we don't have in football is we don't have that radar gun. But if we did, Kate, this is the kind of throw, when you throw it that deep outside the numbers, that requires a serious fastball, serious arm strength, and he just showed it off.
Breaking the huddle. Here's 1st and goal. Penix on the sneak. And he runs it across. Touchdown! The Broncos parlay the interception into points. Michael Penix Jr. the touchdown. He finds his way in on the sneak.
Kate, I think 2 things were at play here. Not just the brute force to get it done on the QB sneak, but also the element of surprise to run it on 1st down. Job well done.
That one right down the middle. Broncos to jump out to a 7-0 lead. All set for the kickoff. Little with the honors. And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
All right, the Chiefs in good field position here as they start out 1st and 10.
Hey, what's that?
Shaking off the pit quickly. He's going to throw. Pass into the hands of Mark Andrews. He's going to get this to the opposing 41. Give him 24 on that play. And it's going to be 1st down, Kansas City. Like you always say, right back to work for him. Getting the drive moving like that turnover never happened.
They weren't going to shy away from letting him do his thing, throwing the football. Mistakes happen in this league and in this game, and you never want to punish a quarterback for making a mistake. You want to see him continue to produce.
Crazy!
1st down, May. Lasers this one deep down the middle. That one's cut at the 10-yard line. This is going to make it down to the 6. That's going to set him up with 1st and goal.
I try to remind you a time or two, Kate, that you always got to start your read from the secondary goal. You got to see what the safeties are doing. If you're going to throw a ball in the middle third, deep downfield like that, you have to have tremendous awareness of where those safeties were. And the QB just nailed it.
Hey, what's that?
Working inside the red zone. Oh, again, it looks like a pick, but they drop it. A chance to steal it away in the end zone. Just can't finish the play.
Oh, that was such an opportunity lost. They were looking for a way out without giving up any points on the series. And instead, he just couldn't quite hang on.
Hey, what's that? Crazy!
To the air yet again, May. And he hauls that one in. Touchdown, Kansas City. The Chiefs will each pay dirt for the first time this game. Jaden Reed, the touchdown. It's plays like this that make him so well regarded across this league, Brock.
Such just a difference-making receiver, Kate. You expect him to be the target down here. You did, I did, the defenders did. What makes him a star is even when people know his number's being called, he still finds a way to deliver.
That one splits the uprights. And the Chiefs tie this game 7-7. So we've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. And he mishit this one badly. It's out of bounds short of the 40, and they're going to take over at that spot. So 1st down from the 41. Genty from the gun. The drive starts out small, just 1 yard on that play. Moving quickly, trying to get set. Penix working from the gun. Caught on the left sideline, but he did not get both feet in. That's incomplete, brings up 3rd down.
The best of the best, they just have this intuition, Kate. They know where the boundary is without looking. This receiver's not quite at that level yet. He lost track of where he was, and he brought it in. Out of bounds.
Short pass brought in. And this one doesn't go far.
Feet and eyes, Kate. Feet and eyes. They so often tell the story of every position on the field. When that quarterback's feet and eyes move to his secondary read, and so often it's a tight end, well, it's incumbent on that defense to fly to the ball. You want to make that tackle, force the 4th down? It took a great defensive effort to do it.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 13-yard line.
Chiefs coming up to the line here. It's 1st and 10.
Turn, what's that? Crazy. Eddie, what's that? Crazy.
May now from the gun. He puts a man under it deep down the middle. And this is going to end up incomplete. He really aired it out there on 1st down, but just couldn't make the connection. Well, he already has himself one interception in his game, partner, and throws like that are going to find him another if he isn't careful.
Yep, those are the throws you want to intersperse, kind of sprinkle into your passing game. Because if they become the norm and you're constantly thrown into coverage, that's when one pick becomes two becomes three, and on and on.
Is it holding up? They're able to drop it. Too quickly here.
A loss of 10 yards on the play. It's now 3rd down.
Sit down, here you go. Crazy. Crazy.
Now May on 3rd and long. Andrews has it, working downfield. And they're going to bring him down after his play rips off quite a chunk of yardage there, up to the 30. So a 27-yard pickup on that play. And that's a Chiefs 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Crazy, crazy, crazy.
From the gun, it's May. Connects on the crosser. Rolling into enemy territory. And he will get this inside the 30.
You know, Kid, you often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position by hitting on that shot. You've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
To the air on 1st down, May. Running right side by McMillan. And he's got his guys into the red zone before someone can force him out. It's going to go as a gain of 13 yards. And it's going to be 1st down, Kansas City.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
All right, they look set now. Here we go, 1st and 10.
Five. Hey, here we go, sit up. Eddie.
From the red zone now. It's inside the 10. And that's a Kansas City touchdown. The Chiefs bring the tie here in the 1st. Mark Andrews with the touchdown. His kick is good, for the moment at least, as we got a flag down on the field. I think they're going to get him for hitting the kicker. So they got him for roughing the kicker. They're going to put that penalty yardage on the spot of the ensuing kickoff. Here's Evans set to kick this away. And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback. Good starting field position for the Broncos as they get ready for 1st and 10. Penix here from the gun. Taking a deep shot there on 1st down. Okay, no luck connecting. It's incomplete.
You hear defensive coaches on every practice field we're on preach not giving up the big plays, especially at the NFL level. They'll need to stay vigilant because they're definitely going to use that receiver to take the lid off this defense again.
This is Genty on 2nd. He was descended upon quickly and dropped after it looks like a yard gain. That tackle made by Princely Emmanuel. 3rd down, it's Penix. It's a screen play to Genty. And that is a great stop to deny him the marker. It's going to be 4th down.
I'm a big fan of the screen pass. Really, you can run a screen as they just showed on any play. 1st, 2nd, 3rd down, sometimes even 4th. But it takes great acumen, a great football IQ defensively to have an awareness it's coming, and then more importantly, to stop it.
They're loaded and ready for that 3-point. They stop him at the line. No gain.
One thing you cannot say, Kate, about this offense is they're not bold. That was a bold decision, one they trusted the big guys up front, and they moved the sticks.
Going back, sent in motion left. Penix on 1st down. It's his running back. Spins right by him. And he's taken down directly on that 43-yard line. Offensive line fast.
That's good.
On 1st down, here's Penix. Tries to lob that one up, and it's intercepted. Mike Samuels makes
take over 1st and 10 at their own 41-yard line.
All right, the Chiefs in good field position here as they start out 1st and 10.
Here we go, set. Hey, what's up? Crazy. Five.
Operating from the gun, here's May. Runs the in route complete. And he's not going to be able to add anything to that catch, so give him progress across midfield there to the opposing 46. Give him 13 on that play. And that's a Chiefs first down.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
That's going to do it for our first quarter here on Monday Night Primetime. The Chiefs in control so far. Back to Arrowhead in just a moment. About set for the second quarter. Chiefs football here. They've got 1st and 10 here, looking to add to their lead. Here's May. This one, St. Andrews out right. He's going to have this one down to the 20. It's again at 27 yards to move the chains.
That's just awesome, Kate. A little bit of multitasking on that catch. Primary focus, all we say is you got to catch it first. But at the corner of his eye, he knew exactly where to go, and he gets a bunch of yak on top of it.
Coming to the line for another 1st and 10.
Here we go. Five.
From the red zone on 1st. That's another quick hitter. And he's going to have him a 1st and goal from the 4 as he goes out.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend, do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
4 downs now to get in. Here's 1st and goal. Throwing again. It's May. Catch made. And he's brought down real close to that goal line at the 1.
Well, that's a pretty similar result to a 1st down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, and makes 2nd and 3rd down a whole lot easier to manage.
Now it's 2nd and goal from the 1.
Yeah, here you go. Hey, what's that?
Again, it's May. Almost had 6, but can't find him in the end zone. Incomplete. And as that one falls incomplete, Brock, the pressure ticks up just a bit because this has been too good a drive to not pay it off in the end zone.
Yeah, Kate, it's time to find your best matchup.
Yeah.
Unless you're already committed to going for it on 4th, you've got one more shot. Players, not plays. Get it to your best player.
Hey, what's that? Crazy. Here.
Here's May, 3rd and goal. Bails out of the pocket quick. They will score. Touchdown, Kansas City. The Chiefs pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. Drake made the touchdown.
Okay, we talked to enough coaches over the years. Hey, find me a good red zone offense, and typically you'll find me a good, creative quarterback. One that can extend the play, use his legs as effectively as he can his arm.
Kick is good, and we're going to have some extra yardage added to the kickoff on the roughing call. Looks like they're going to happily turn this one down and let the play stand. Here's Evans set to kick this away. Starting from the 5. This drive will start inside the 25. Broncos to the line now. It's 1st and 10. They go play action. Here's Penix. This is brought to a stop at that 34-yard line there. He gets a gain of 11 there. That picks up the 1st.
And the Broncos first down.
the shotgun. Penix. To the left side, he's hauled in by Loveland. And they're going to bring him down just on the other side of midfield. It's a great pickup, 16 yards, and now they've got first down.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted him. They wanted him in the route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, then go to work after it.
Shotgun give here to Jensen. First guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
Big man up front said, not in my house. Let me tell you, hey, once you're in the grasp of one of those big old fellas on the D-line, you're done. They would say it on the East Coast like this, it's over. Over.
Nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10. Penix looking to pass. And that's incomplete, but he might have done a little too much to cause that. Flag comes out, and this could be interference. He got too aggressive to try and stop that play, and they tag him for pass interference. Penalty yardage marked off. Here's 1st and 10.
Go!
Running it after the penalty. And with a nice gain, he runs him down inside field goal range. Goes to the hurry up here.
On the tackle. 8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Play fake. Penix. Flushed out of the pocket. Catch made by Alvin Kamara. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
I just don't know how you play defense, Kate, and some of the guys in the league today. How can you balance defending somebody who can run for it or throw it right over your head? These dual threat QBs, they're a nightmare.
On first down, here's Penix. Short pass brought in. And he gets this forward to the 19. Moving quickly, trying to get set again.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
Penix working from the gun. Leading to his running back. And he's going to be stopped at the 17-yard line. A dose of the hurry-up offense here. On 3rd down, Jensen. And he's able to get this down to the 13. Offense in the hurry-up here.
That's good for Broncos. First down. 1st and 10 at the 13-yard line.
Throwing now on 1st down. Penix. Running by his back here. It's Jensen. And he's going to be hit. Sent after about a gain of 2 yards there.
And there's heat. That blitz coming off the snap. That QB's eyes, you could see it right away. He got to his check down in a hurry. But, Kate, here's the key. Quarterback and running back have to be on the same page. The two were right there, and they netted some positive yards.
Let's go now!
To the air with Penix. Escapes out to the left. Brought in. And this is going to get him right up near that first down, but he's marked short after a gain of 7, 3rd down. So with that, Brock, we've now reached our 2-minute warning. More on Monday Night Prime Time in just a moment. All right, looks like they're going to try to power this across. Goal line formation on 3rd and inches.
Here we go! Go!
He has it on the QB sneak. And he is well clear of that marker. That effort's going to set them up with a 1st and goal.
That's more than a must-get for a quarterback. I really put that in the always-get territory. Even if the defense knows what's coming, you got to be able to drive forward for at least a couple inches.
This offense in position now. It's 1st and goal. Jensen. He's able to manage a couple on that run. Broncos have to hurry here. Clock's still running.
Pick up of 2. Brings up 2nd and goal.
Gets it again. And this time he's in. Touchdown, Denver. The Broncos making a 1-score game before halftime. Well, great work there, Brock. They weathered the storm, and now they've gotten themselves right back into this ball game.
Anybody who's played this game has been here before. The game doesn't start the way you want. You're in a big hole, and all you can do is climb out of it. And the words of Pete Carroll resonate. It's not how you start, it's how you finish.
Little tacks on the extra point. And the Broncos cut the lead in half. It's down to 7.
14.
Just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. And that kickoff is into and then out of the end zone, so we got a touchback. This drive will start at the 35. The Chiefs in good field position here as they start out 1st and 10.
Crazy, 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 crazy.
From the gun, it's May. It's money in route. And he's going to have this one down to the 37. A 28-yard pickup there. And it's going to be 1st down, Kansas City.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack them, only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
New set of downs from the 37.
You got touch? Hey, what's that? Five.
Here's May on 1st and 10. Escapes the pocket. Has it to the 23-yard line as he's brought down. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs.
As long as these are the results he's getting, they're going to be just fine with him calling his own number. He does such a good job of seeing the field and knowing when it's his time to take it himself.
And keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another 1st and 10.
Hey, here goes tonight.
May now from the gun. This is Reed working the right side. And they take him out of bounds, which means his offense setting up for 1st and goal.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-out completion that nets them a 1st down.
Goal at the 7-yard line.
Yep, 45. Crazy.
From the red zone now. They can touchdown here, but they cannot connect. So that's going to send them back to the line for 2nd and goal.
Well, it's hard for me to get too mad at him for missing a touchdown when he's already got 2 in his pocket. Maybe fantasy managers might not agree with me on this one, Kate. But don't worry, as hot as he is, I bet you a 3rd one's coming at some point.
Crazy. You there. Hey, what's that?
Here's May to the air. Getting out to his left. And this is going to be a Kansas City touchdown. The Chiefs will add to their lead at the end of the half. Slant route as it does so many times every game we call, Brock. Paying dividends. Made that touchdown look a lot easier than it was.
One contested release that close to the end zone spells disaster for a defense every time, Kate. You got to have a whole lot more physicality at the point of attack because a QB is always going to be looking for that short little slant near the goal line.
That one right down the middle. And the Chiefs double their lead to 14. Here's Evans set to kick this away. Returnable from the 2. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20.
1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Beginning a new drive here, but just 16 seconds to go before halftime.
60. Here we go. Set. 19, Lion.
On first down, here's Penix. Buys time, rolling right. And he just hooks this one away. Wasn't going to risk a throw or force something. He brings up second down.
Kate, I got to believe he harkened back to that earlier pick and thought the better of making another. Getting outside the pocket, he was either going to try to run for it, had nowhere to go, so he simply threw it away.
Here's 2nd and 10 from the 21. Not taking any risks here, keeping this one on the ground. And they're on him after about a 2-yard gain. Tackle made by Elijah Bolden. Just before halftime, we get a timeout taken.
They got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get first downs against the better defenses in this league.
3rd down here, need 8 on the play. He's back to throw. They don't connect there. Now just 3 seconds showing on the clock.
It really stings, Kate, because you want to convert there and not only keep this drive going for points, because now you're giving your opponent a chance to go past that lead before halftime. That's a no-no.
And he's certainly been staying busy. Once again, he's out to punt and sends this flying. Starts the return and he lost the football. And they dodge a turnover there on the return. That's halftime of this contest. We'll join both teams in taking a short break. More of the NFL on EA Sports in just a moment.
Cam Little to kick off.
All set for the kickoff. Little with the honors. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. All right, the Chiefs in good field position here as they start out 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, here's May. This one's Andrews outright. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And that's the Chiefs' first down.
You know, they really love that drag route because he's one of those guys that can count on not only to make the catch, but create after the catch. If they don't close on him quickly, he can add a lot of yards before someone tracks him down.
And he just gets rid of it. Knew he had a couple of plays left. Didn't want to take a risk there on first down.
Once that quarterback broke the pocket, kind of turns into like a zone read option a little bit. Kate, got a couple choices. Keep it yourself or try to force the throw. There was nowhere to go. He really should have used his legs.
No luck on first down. Here's 2nd and 10.
Five. Crazy. Five.
Back to the air. It's May. They left him wide open. It's complete. Now to send him out right before he gets to that 30-yard line. Get 22 out of that play. And it's going to be first down, Kansas City.
Move the chains! Gotta move them chains! Build momentum. Keep that defense on its heels.
Here we go.
May on 1st and 10. Has him on a quick hitter. He's got his guys into the red zone before someone can force him out. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a first down.
You want to start a good debate sometime, Kate? Go in an NFL locker room and ask which position is the best athlete. The big guys, the left tackles will tell you it's them. The corners will tell you it's them. But I'll tell you what, These tight ends of today, the way they can run, break tackles, and get in the open field, they truly are some of the best athletes on the team. Well, he went for it all right there. That was a highlight reel waiting to happen if he could connect. So good to get out of the pocket, keep the play alive, but even better defensively to force the incompletion.
Second down, still 10 to go after that incomplete pass. Here's May again. Pass off by Jack Bash. For a second, we both thought he'd get the first, but he winds up being just shy of a gain of 8. Third down.
Well, we saw those guys pick up the blitz. Well, he felt them pick it up anyway if he wasn't looking at him. But with their effort on his behalf, I think this QB felt owed to them and the group up front to find somebody to get a completion, so that effort up front wasn't in vain.
Third down and 2 here. The offense coming to the line for its 7th play of this drive.
Hey, what's up? Hey, five. Hey, let's punch it in. Great job. We're good. Here we go, boys. Yeah, you're here. Here you go.
Throwing now on 3rd and 2. Escapes the pocket. And they get to him way behind the line on this one and take him down. And that sack brings the offense to 4th down.
Yeah, that's what I call an absolute no-no. I mean, that just can't happen down here in the red zone. You've got to find a way to get rid of the football, because now you're not only outside the red zone and you put some points that you thought were a guarantee, with either a touchdown or field goal, you're a little bit in limbo. What a season this guy's having. Yet to miss on a field goal this entire year. And I really hope I didn't just jinx him.
Here's Evans set to kick this away. And maybe making some better judgment here as he takes a knee and accepts the touchback. Good starting field position for the Broncos as they get ready for 1st and 10. Now Penix off the play action. Buying some time left. That's incomplete left side.
I'm not going to be surprised at all, Kate, if we see more of this. Just trying to find some of the instead plays. Be creative. Try different things. Because nothing really consistently has gone well for him today.
Okay, ready?
Following the incompletion, we stay at the 35. It's 2nd and 10. Here from the gun. On the move, headed right. It's completed right side. And the tackle's made just beyond midfield at the 48. He finds him 16 yards and a new set of downs.
Do you feel sometimes, Kate, up here in the booth when we get to see things develop, we're playing the same guessing game that defenses are on those kind of plays? Is he planning on keeping it or just waiting for a throw to develop and get open? That time the QB did a terrific job of finding that out.
It's incomplete. Should have been a catch downfield, but off his hands and to the ground it goes.
Well, that's a major missed opportunity right there. Coverage can breathe a little sigh of relief. They dodged a bullet. Time to adjust and get some extra help on the back end to take away those open shots downfield.
He'll motion him out of the backfield. This one falls incomplete. Looking for his wide receiver there. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long.
There's the importance of staying in phase as a defender. He was all over him in coverage, and that really did help force the incompletion.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. Here he goes, 3rd and long. Forces that one, and it's intercepted. And the Chiefs will take over as he records his first interception of our season. Well, no doubt doubt they envisioned that as the start of a second-half push for the lead. But the defense, well, defense had other ideas, Brock, protecting their team's advantage and taking possession back on the first play of the series.
Not the way you needed to start the half if you were thinking comeback, but exactly the way to start the half if you're trying to take this lead and step on it. That's a defender who sensed the need for a splash play and delivers.
To the air on first down, May. He throws a bullet to the center of the field. And they can't connect on the deep look. Still a couple of snaps to play with, though, here. We've got second down.
Hey, I get it. If any of their pass catchers have what it takes to beat double coverage, it's him. The kids would say, he's him. That defense knew it's why they doubled him and knocked it away.
Right in right side. He's going to get it out past the 40 before he goes out.
There's no question, Kate, big plays down the seam or big tight ends a fan favorite, but it's those type of catches right there. The short yardage, it's good coverage, contested catches, they really make tight ends a locker room favorite.
Check this one down to ETN. And he's able to get this to the 32 before going down. They get 6 and a first down as well.
There are times a quarterback's got to be blacksmiths. When you're in the pocket, there's just a certain timing and precision. When you get outside that pocket, you got to be an artist. You got to be creative, and this guy is.
First down, May. Forced out to his right. This one's going to hit the ground, incomplete. Looking for his running back there. Going to send him back to the drawing board now for second down.
Okay, this quarterback gets out of the pocket, genuinely a coin toss, whether he's going to keep it with his legs or put it in the air. Sigh of relief there defensively as that ball falls incomplete.
Second and 10 now from the 32 after the incompletion. Again, it's May. Short pass brought in. It'll be first and goal. Stop is made at the 5-yard line.
Just excellent effort on that catch. And a lightning quick transition from bringing that football in vertical. He was not content for a second to end that play where he caught it. Any catch he makes, his intent is to put some serious yards on top of it.
Let's put it in here, baby. Crazy, crazy, crazy.
To the air yet again, May. He's just going to get rid of this one. Smart move there. When you saw the field, it's going to be second down. So they fire for the end zone on first down, Brock. I think a lot of folks probably assume after the incompletion it'd be a run here on second and goal. What say you?
Yeah, I think you always got to be careful about assuming. As a fan, as a defensive coordinator, I think as an offense, you continue, you've worked on it all week, continue to get to the stuff you trust the most.
Throwing again, it's May. Headed out right. Goes all around him, and down he goes. And quickly, their chances at the end zone are running out, Brock. It's third and goal.
Get into the red zone, and every detail matters. It matters on the whole 100 yards, but Kate, once you get inside this red zone, it is so critical. And let's tip our cap to the defense on the details, creating that sack.
Following the sack, going to need to find 11 yards here on third and goal.
Five.
Very long for him here. And they get to it again! And the defense are down away from completing this stand. It's fourth and goal. And that one is good. A little longer, but no problem at all. And that extends the lead to 20.
Inspiring a bunch of confidence in himself right there, Kate. Second time they brought him out for a field goal, and second time he's knocked it right through. Trust is earned in a number of different ways on the field. That's the best way to gain it as a kicker.
There's Evans set to kick this away. Return coming from the 6. And he gets across the 30 before he's brought down. First and 10 from the 32. Play fake, Penix. Vacates quickly left side.
first and goal at the 6-yard line.
Here's Genty. And he takes this one in for the Denver touchdown. The Broncos shrinking the lead some in the third.
Touchdown, Broncos.
It's what every player who scores a touchdown wants to do, Brock. He wants to get right back there and put another 6 on the board.
I've never met an NFL player content with one end zone trip in a game. Yeah, if you're content, you're not making it to this league. You get one, you instantly think of another, and you're fortunate if you are able to actually deliver on it.
All set for the kickoff. Little with the honors. And this is going to bounce out of the end zone, so they will set up shop at the 35.
Their own 35-yard line.
All right, the Chiefs in good field position here as they start out 1st and 10.
Here goes that. Hey, what's that? Crazy, 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 crazy.
From the gun, it's May. Andrews with the catch. They'll stop him here, but not before he gets out to the 47-yard line. And it's a gain of 12 on that one. And that's a Chiefs first down.
Well, things weren't about to end after the first hit or the second. This tight end had a vision for what he wanted to happen after the catch. He was going to take on all comers to try to make it a reality.
Here goes that.
Here's May on 1st and 10. Hits him on the out route. And this goes across midfield into Broncos territory.
You know, kid, over the years, I've heard defensive coordinators say, hey, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. You got to earn the right for me to call blitzes. And when you call a blitz and you don't get home and you don't hit the quarterback, you've earned nothing.
This is 2nd and 6 coming up. May now from the gun. Completed to his running back. And he's able to reach the 40 on that play. Give him 8 on that one. And it's going to be first down, Kansas City.
Some of these quarterbacks, kid, I swear, it's just instinctive. Like a great running back, they just know how to buy a little bit more time and to create space to find those completions outside the pocket.
First down throw for May. And this one won't be caught. We'll get a flag here. Looked like there may have been some early contact before that throw arrived. And it's as we expected, partner. We call pass interference, so put it at the spot and give them that first down. So after the penalty yardage marked off, here's 1st and 10.
Here goes that. Crazy. Hey, what's that? Crazy, crazy. Hey, 5. Crazy, crazy.
Here's May to the air. Going deep here for the end zone. And through the back of the end zone and out of bounds.
That's going to be a play tomorrow. When they watch it on tape, they're going to be kicking themselves a bit, kid. You get man-to-man coverage down in the red zone, you got to take advantage of it. It's hard. Zone coverage and the windows are so tight. You get man, got to find a way to win.
Crazy, crazy, crazy. Hey, what's that? Hey, 5.
And he trying again here on 2nd. Chased out to his right. Looking for the end zone and a deep shot. Ooh, would have been a big gainer if they connected, but they could not. Instead, 3rd down coming up.
Kid, as soon as this quarterback broke containment, I know your eyes and my eyes went the same place. Can you find a big play down the field? Unfortunately, there was not one to be had.
The Chiefs signal for a timeout. That's going to be their first. As that'll leave him with just 2 to use the rest of the way. Chance here for one final play before the end of our quarter.
Hey, Bo, crazy, crazy. Hey, here goes that. Hey, what's that? Crazy, crazy, crazy.
May now on 3rd down. feels right, and in the best of cases, he could rumble the whole way home.
Okay, think of getting somebody with that type of mass rolling at full speed. Who's really going to want to stand in the way, wants to stop him anyhow? The answer, nobody.
That one splits the uprights. And the Chiefs push the lead to 20. Just one quarter to go on Monday Night Primetime. It's not quite over yet, but it'd take a pretty miraculous comeback. We've got a 3-score game as we get set to start the fourth quarter. Here's Evans set to kick this away. And he wasn't chancing a return there, putting it out on the back of the end zone for a touchback. Good starting field position for the Broncos as they get ready for 1st and 10.
Let's go. 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. 7 Cardinal, 7 Cardinal. Dragon 60. 70 range, 70 range. Let's go.
Throwing Penix. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
That is a DB's best phrase, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of him.
19 Lion. Check go.
2nd and 10, Penix to throw. He puts a juice up. He's got it at the 30. Touchdown, Denver! The Broncos get it back to within 2 possessions. And that right there, Brock, is a touchdown I think our fellow broadcaster Greg Olsen would be proud of. A big strike to the tight end that I don't think a lot of receivers could have pulled off and make it look as easy.
You know, a lot of times you're splitting hairs talking about the differences between tight ends and receivers at this level because a lot of those guys, they work the same route tree and they move with the football just like their receiver teammates. And they can score some lengthy touchdowns too, just like he showed off.
All set for the kickoff. Little with the honors. And that one flies right on past the end zone. Did not make an effort to even hit the landing zone, Brock. So they're going to gift him a drive starting at the 35. All right, the Chiefs in good field position here as they start out 1st and 10.
Crazy, crazy. Crazy, crazy, crazy. 5. Crazy, crazy. Crazy, crazy.
Operating from the gun, here's May. Andrews snags another one. And he is stopped as he reaches that 46-yard line. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the 1st down.
These QBs make it look easy, but that requires such a large amount of body control when you throw it on the move. You got to be able to get the same accuracy you would if your feet are set. Sure takes a lot of repetition to make it look easy.
May on 1st and 10. And he let his man just a little too much there. That's an incomplete pass.
You know, I love this, Kate, from an offense. Just philosophically, stretching that secondary out with your tight end. Even still, one of the deeper targets you're going to see him get. It's a shame they couldn't quite connect.
After the incomplete pass, here comes 2nd and 10.
5. Here we go.
Back to the air. It's May. Tried to connect, but it winds up incomplete. Trying to find his tight end. So now it's going to be 3rd and long.
Well covered on that play. Really not a large window for him to sneak that throw in.
So after that prior incompletion, it's 3rd down.
Crazy, crazy. No, 30.
Air it out on 3rd. Taking a chance to the end zone. And they really went for it on third down, didn't they? But the heave falls incomplete. Now they're facing fourth down. Kansas City sends out its punt team. Ethan Evans, the one to kick it away. He punted 4 times last week in the win, and his first of this week is away. He's brought down before the return gets far.
First and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
First call here coming from the shotgun. Drive start to the quick throw left, complete. Breaks the tackle, he's got space ahead. And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for on first down. Textbook. It sets up second and very manageable, and it creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
Penix here from the gun. He's got it deep downfield. And they do get him down, but the damage is done. This gets down inside the 35-yard line. Working quickly here.
First down. A gain of 36 yards. First down, Denver.
On first down, here's Penix. This is brought in. Big gain here for Loveland. And they take him out of bounds, which means his offense setting up for first and goal.
Wow, certainly found the weak spot in the coverage with that catch. Really goes to show they trust every single player, receiver, running back, in that case tight end, to be a playmaker in this offense.
Timeout taken by Kansas City. It's second. We'll see how judicious they choose to be with that final timeout. So a new set of downs. Here we go. First and 10.
60 Bison, 60 Bison.
Coming left is Genty. And they take this in for the score.
Touchdown, Denver.
The Broncos now within 1 score in the fourth.
Let's see, Kate, I think in bowling, you get 3 strikes, that's a turkey. You know, in hockey or soccer, you score 3 goals, that's a hat trick. What we could call this, other than simply splendid?
Honest Little for the extra point. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Broncos get it back to within 6. So here's the kickoff, Brock. Just 6 points now separating our teams. And he got all of that one out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
All right, the Chiefs in good field position here as they start out first and 10.
You there. Vinny, what's up? Crazy.
May. This is thrown towards a defender instead, and he's the one who makes a play on the football. That's not what this offense wants. Incomplete on first down.
I'll tell you what, Kate, challenging this guy in a close game, you are tempting fate. He got one hand on it. He gets two. It could have gone the other way.
Following the incompletion, we stay at the 35. It's 2nd and 10.
Hey, here goes tonight. You're on the ball. Crazy, crazy.
Shotgun snap, looking to throw. To the left side, caught by Andrews. And he's going to be driven out by a defender just before he can get it up to midfield.
Kansas City
They gain
Chiefs.
11 on that play. And that's a Chiefs first down.
1st and 10 at the
It sure seemed like he
46-yard
knew
line.
exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
First and 10 now from the 46.
Hey, five. Sir, what's that? City, what's that? Crazy, crazy. Hey, five.
Made a throw it. And he just hucks this one away. Wasn't going to risk a throw or force something. It brings up 2nd down.
Big cross there defensively.
Sir, what's that? Switch. City, what's that? Crazy.
Off the play action. May sends this to the end zone. They will score. Touchdown, Kansas City. The Chiefs making a 2-possession game here in the 4th. Jaden Reed, the touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game.
A receiver this skilled, well, he's got every route in his back pocket. But sometimes simple is better. No complicated cuts, no double moves. You just go run right by him.
So up comes May and his offense, going for 2.
Hey, here
The
goes.
Chiefs will set up.
Right, they're going to throw for it. This is caught, so add a couple more to this lead they've got here in the 4th.
Makes the score. Chiefs 49.
Well, he just caught them to touchdown, Brock. Defense obviously aware of him as they line up for 2. How did they lose him? How did they get it right back to him for the conversion?
Because he's that good. In moments like this, Kate, it's not even about the play, it's about the player. And when you got a player of this caliber, you find every way to get it to him. And just because he scored the touchdown doesn't mean you don't go right back to that well. I love it.
This one's fielded at the 40-yard line. And he's brought down inside the 20 on an uneventful effort.
At their own 19-yard line.
All right, Denver getting everybody set. So they've got 1st and 10. From the shotgun, Penix. Flush out out to his left. Now he's throwing deep. It connects on the deep shot. And he's all the way across midfield down inside that 45-yard line. One play in Brock and his drive is already in enemy territory.
That's good.
Penix out 1st down. Buys time, rolling right. Wow, wide open here, complete. And it'll be 1st and goal. Stop is made at the 5-yard line.
The best offenses in the league, and I don't really care what level it is, Kate, they stretch it vertically and they'll stretch it horizontally. You show them that same look and just push the ball vertical, they'll catch on to it. But you start to mix and match and run these guys across the field, you become dangerous.
From the red zone on 1st. Makes the catch. And this one's stopped at the 3-yard line. And for somebody who's been picked off like he has, Brock, you gotta admire his determination to keep attacking these coverages.
Yeah, that is risk. Right into double coverage yet again. But this guy's got what I call a high belief factor in himself.
Giving this to Jensen. And their struggles on the ground continue as he's tackled after a small gain. Offense up to the line fast.
Brings up 3rd and goal.
Now Penix on 3rd and goal. And he carries touchdown. His third total score in this game.
These touchdowns on the season haven't all looked the same, but boy, has he made a habit of scoring touchdowns on the ground.
2-point try coming. Penix and his offense getting set.
19 Lions. The Broncos will line up for the 2-point conversion.
Warriors 70.
They're going to throw out of the gun. And no connection on the 2-point try. It fails.
Well, maybe some second guessing of that play after the miss. I think it was just an instant of the defense guessing the call correctly and on the spot.
All right, that lead cut down to 8 after that score, and the kick is away. This return stuck to the 5. Lost it on the hit, and they steal it back on the return. And this return will reach the end zone. Touchdown, Denver. The Broncos down by only 2 in the 4th. Step 1 is just making the hit, Brock. Step 2, trying to knock the football out with that hit, and they were even fortunate enough to get to step 3, weren't they? Taking that fumble all the way back for a touchdown.
And just look at them. I love the joy. A unit that doesn't get to celebrate in the end zone all too often, they will welcome the chance to be the guys running it in for a change. Cue up the group celebration, and boys, go enjoy the moment.
They draw just the right blow, and we're tied. But we all knew extra point was doing nobody any good there. Got to go for 2 in the tie. They do. They get it. And just like that, we're all squared up here in the second half.
Squared up, brand new ball game, even Steven. Who is Steven? Do you know who Steven is?
Good question. No, go ahead. Go ahead, though. Take it.
I don't know who Steven is, and I don't really care because it's a whole new game with both teams totally alive.
Kansas City looks settled in and ready. Here we go. 1st and 10. From the gun, it's May. Has him on the quick hitter. And they're going to force him out just before he can get to the 35. It's a great pickup, 16 yards, and now they've got 1st down.
Gosh, I really like this receiver on that drag route in particular. Why? Because he's a guy that creates after the catch. They don't close quickly. He could take it to the house.
Made down the right sideline. And he's going to be driven out by a defender just before he can get it up to midfield. Ball just a yard shy of midfield. 1st and 10.
5.
They look to throw it. Oh my goodness, it's intercepted! Nate Wiggins has got it. And the defense has come through. They're in the end zone, and that gives them the lead. Went to the oh well one too many times, Brock, and this time the defense was ready for it.
Now, you make as many catches as he has in this game, you're going to attract some extra attention. They knew it was probably going his way in the near future. They had somebody there waiting for it that time.
A quick chance at redemption after that pick 6 as it's sent away. Returning it from the 4.
The Chiefs make over 1st and 10 at their own 16-yard line.
Offense showing trips outright as they get set for this 1st and 10.
He was crazy.
Now May coming off that pick. That's low and bounces short of his man. No luck finding his receiver that time. So it'll be 2nd down.
Even the best of them could be hurried into a throw before they're ready, and that pressure just messed up all the timing, the rhythm, and the clock of the quarterback.
After the incompletion, they come up on 2nd and 10.
Ready.
Here he is to throw. Short pass brought in. And this is going to come to an end right at the 32-yard line.
Let's go.
Chiefs in the hurry up, trying to get everyone in line.
Wait.
And a Kansas Kansas City Chiefs. First down. First and 10 at the 32.
Sending it to pass. This is Cox going right back to Andrews. And he'll be taken down after advancing this to the 37.
Well, that's a modest little drag route, but if you ever just need a safe, short gain on the throw, that's a go-to route to target.
Back to throw. That one's incomplete. Had the connection, but some stone hands got in the way there. He's been a frequent target throughout this game, Bronk. We've seen that coverage tighten up a little bit more on him every time the ball's thrown his way.
Well, hasn't taken him off the board completely. He's still beating them for some catches. That heightened focus defensively does lead to moments like that one where what would normally be a catch falls incomplete.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have third down here. Looking to throw it. He's got it complete to Reed. Here he goes again. And he can't get there, but what a gain. Down to the goal line, he's pushed out just a couple yards short. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets him up with first and goal.
That's just so good. I mean, that is teaching tape right there. It's what you want your guys to do. To not just catch it and fall down, but have a plan. Yes, you got to catch it first, but then have a plan to go attack. Be aggressive. Get those yards after catch. That is a job well done.
ETN, and he gets him the touchdown. Now a potential game-deciding play call coming up. So they get the all-important touchdown here late in the game, Brock. Now the question, play for the tie or go for two and the lead?
And I know they've got all these charts and numbers and analytics to tell you what to do, but this comes down to the gut and the trust of the head coach. Does he trust his offense more to go get this two-point conversion, or is he going to lean in his defense and believe that they can get the stop?
They're lining up for two. This is for the lead and potentially the win.
The Chiefs will set up for the two-point conversion.
He has it, and he won't make it across. They definitely weren't afraid to go for it all there, but they remain down by one.
Chiefs 55.
So everything comes down to this onside kick with less than a minute to go. And the kick is recovered by that Broncos hands team. Well done by them, and that should put the finishing touch on this victory.
You wanted something to save, you wanted something to tame. You wanted me to come running when you called my name. You wanted something to train, girl, that you could keep on the chain, girl. Ever since you laid eyes on me, you've been barking up the wrong damn tree. Girl, you tried to tighten up the collar, clean me up, pull me up out the holler. That's one pill I ain't never gonna swallow. It's only one way this ends. Me running off you on the porch crying. Girl, I don't guess I can blame you for trying to fence me in, but that's your fault. Hell, you brought in this outside dog. I'm born to howl at the moon. You know I need me some room for chasing me all night and then sleeping till noon. Gonna do what I do, girl. Hell no, it ain't you, girl. Yeah, I've heard it before and I know that it hurts. Baby, you ain't the first girl who tried to tighten up the collar, clean me up, pull me up out the holler. That's one pill I ain't never gonna swallow. It's collar, clean me up, pull me up by the holler. That's one pill I ain't never gonna swallow. There's only one way this ends. Me